This your first time?
Mm-hmm.
So you got the same jitters I got right now? Like,
Got a little bit, yeah.
Feel weird?
A little nervous,
Hey,
but
listen,
not too bad. We just chatting.
I know you've heard my advice.
Oh, yeah.
To everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Just have a conversation with me.
That's it.
You just got headphones on and
Right
a
on.
microphone. It's all
Right on.
It's all good. Welcome back to another episode of Highly Unapologetic, the podcast. I'm your host, Adam. And tonight, Right On, Jazz. Who else we got in here? Wes.
Yeah, West.
They're not here. They decided that they, I don't know, the past couple of weeks they haven't really been on. So I started reaching out on Instagram. And every time, and here's how it works. Like every time I put a post, like somebody come, chop it up with me on the podcast, hit me in the DMs, do whatever. Nobody hits me up. Okay. and that's weird to me because like people will always text my phone when I don't want somebody to come on. Hey, when you gonna put me on? When you gonna put me on? Well, dude, like I always put it out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Come.
Are you actually following my page?
Yeah.
Is the real question.
come through. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Are you looking at my story, or are you just speeding through it just to get the
Find
get the
out
thing
one,
off?
the good videos that aren't even on there.
But whatever. That's
I will say I'm guilty of that, but not particularly in your page. Like
Just
I
too
just find
fast.
in
myself
a
in a loop. Just
right.
Yeah, a little fast. Yeah.
Right.
So, anyways, those three are not here, and reached out. Austin had actually reached out a couple of times, and we tried to get him on, and life happened. Something came up, couldn't do it, so I just finally reached out to him. Like, it's time, dude. So come on.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
anyways, tonight we got in the house a couple of buddies of mine that we met at flag football, and that seems to be the story of this podcast life. Everybody who comes through here is.
Part of that community.
Is flag football
family,
community.
yeah.
So we got Gucci and Austin here tonight, and we appreciate y'all coming through.
Yo.
And we're just we don't have any topics to discuss tonight in specific. Specifically, is that better?
Yeah.
But anyways, we're just gonna freestyle it and see what we come up with.
Right on.
So, anyways, how's y'all's week?
I mean, for me, it's over with. I had a birthday party today.
Yeah.
For my little man, and
Okay.
Other than that, it was a tough week for work for me.
Right?
Yeah, it was.
What do you do? I don't even think I know what you do.
You know what? Like 99% of the people I talk to always say that. What does Gucci do? I'm a network administrator. I do
Okay.
IT.
He's an IT guy.
Okay. He's a
I
nerd.
can set up your routers, your switches.
Hey, find out why you got no sound.
Oh,
that.
perfect. So before you
Look,
leave,
this always happens everywhere I go.
so listen, I was before Austin walked in, I was up here and I was goofing with all the settings and everything, and I have an intro video, and it plays, but it's no sound. I can't figure out how to get the sound. And I had sound when I first loaded it today at like 4:00 in the afternoon. It had sound. Come back and I'm just testing everything, making sure we're good. No sound. And I'm like,
No sound.
I can take a look at it for you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
It's like it's so many fields of IT. You tell somebody that you work on computers and then they give you an issue. You're like, I really have never heard that. In my life.
Right. So I got a buddy. His name's Chris, and he works for Apple.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and he's the same way. He goes, dude, the minute I tell anybody that I work for Apple,
They pull out their phone.
they pull out their phone with, and I got to troubleshoot everything for them. And it's like not fair. But,
fair,
I mean,
yeah.
it's cool. I'd rather work on computers and deal with my friends' issues, like pop-up issues, than deal with the stupid kids that I work with. So, but that's neither here nor there right
Yeah,
now.
right,
But,
right.
anyways, what about you, Austin, man? Good week?
Yeah,
Long
man,
week?
long week. I got the three little ones, so they all playing soccer now. So
Yeah.
we got practice Monday through Thursday, and then week one was this weekend. So we did a 5-day practice.
So this is football or soccer?
Soccer.
Okay.
Soccer.
So here's my question now. Like, how do you even have time How do you even have time to try to start a football league, run tournaments, do all the other stuff? Because you're putting pickup football games on Facebook all the time, and all this other business.
Man, I literally just find the time. You know, I think a lot of it is that, you know, Carrie knows, my wife knows that I care a lot about flag football. And just the community in San Antonio and everybody I've met through the years. Like, and then with COVID, everybody needs to. I care people being active, you know. So I want to be active.
Right.
So let's do it. Let's just do something. Let's make time. And
Yeah.
my kids have been along for the ride, and they just go with it. You know,
That's
they don't.
good.
They don't complain too much.
Yeah. Well. So you ran a couple of tournaments.
Yeah, we've had 2 tournaments.
Now
so
you're
far.
starting a league.
Now league. Yeah.
Okay, so we're just doing co-ed. We're doing co-ed.
We are doing. Yeah, we're doing 5s. Yeah, we're doing 5s. I strictly right now I've stuck into kind of co-ed and women's. Women's is kind of new for me just because of format. Like you don't know how many women's teams are actually out there. Like
Right.
I mean, in Texas alone, there's a lot, but in San Antonio, you've got you got 3 maybe.
Yeah.
You know that it will.
So
put together.
who are all these teams that you're bringing into your tournament? That I see. Where are they coming from? Austin.
San Marcos, Austin, and then Nathan brought some of the people from Waco and Dallas down the last time.
Okay.
So that's a big step up for me from a little local town.
That's
team.
good. That's good to have somebody like Nathan that
Yeah.
has been in the game. I'm assuming, I don't know him personally or whatever,
Yeah.
but assuming he's been in the game that long up in Dallas,
Yeah.
to be able to lend a.
Well, he's one of the
a
general
helping hand.
managers of the that new WFFN. It's like the women's football. It's a big tackle league that's going to be happening.
Is that the league Rydon's about to play in?
No. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
They said quarterback.
Yeah, I was
for
like,
this
oh,
new
okay,
this
okay.
new semi-pro. So maybe he's playing with the women. I don't know.
Yeah, so they are. Yeah, he gonna be so mad with that one.
Yeah.
Dang well, no one play no women. But yeah, no, he Nathan runs a lot up there in Dallas with Dennis. I think his name is
Dennis
Frills.
Frills.
There you go.
Yeah.
They do a lot up there.
He does the white balls, right?
Yeah, he does the
Dennis?
white football, the flag, the purple poppers. I think he's one of the one kind of came out with those ones.
Okay.
And then he runs that big Cowboy Stadium tournament.
Those purple poppers are trash.
They are terrible.
They are trash.
I had a one set. As soon as I put it in, my first pull, they broke.
I think yeah.
No comment.
I think I made it through. I think I made it through a half of one tournament
With those,
before
yeah.
they were broken.
I have a whole bag of like 12 that I've never used.
Of course, that's Keith and everybody else's fault for not throwing it to me, but that's the only reason it lasted that long.
Like, I'm in the middle, man.
Just give me the ball. You doing any more flag, Gooch?
Right now, I'm not doing anything. Somebody just reached out to me to come play tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
But I told him I don't know. I'm just getting ready for the tournament in Mexico.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
that's
one that
right,
Ruben
yeah.
and them played. Did you play in it last year with Fernie and them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
But I know that it's been kind of a whole hiatus with everything going on in Mexico, borders being closed. So.
My favorite thing is watching Austin get on everybody's post when they're playing in tournaments, like
Yeah.
tight invite.
Right.
I'm always like, why did I get
No, he
it?
does me the same way, and I always give him a hard time.
yeah.
I always give him a hard time. But
Right.
it's no love lost.
I'm like, oh, dang, Gucci must have been nice down there.
He texts me, "Hey, you want to play?" I'm like, "Am I like your last resort?"
Yeah, I get that all the time.
Yeah.
No, I just need Britt. I just need Britt to come
All right,
play.
cool, whatever.
It is what it is. Flag football is. It's starting to really take off even more in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Now everybody's so mad at Andy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but now you got Matt's League popping up.
Yep.
San Antonio teams going to San Marcos to play.
Yep. Avron bringing
Avron
gridiron.
bringing.
Yeah.
That's going to be good.
That's going to be big. Yeah.
That's probably going
I
to.
got a question. I mean,
Yeah, go for it.
Is your podcast like video recorded, like they can see us, or is it just a
They
hearing
cannot
thing?
hear us. They cannot see us right now, but they will. I will put this on YouTube.
Okay, I just wanted to
So
know.
He's wondering. He's just wondering.
Everything you see right there. That's
Able to see on,
exactly what it is. They're
YouTube.
going to see me pointing up at this TV at some point.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like off in space somewhere. They're like, what's wrong with Goose?
He's not looking over there. Why is he looking at the wall the whole time? That's a good one.
That's funny. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I said, I better ask him.
So this one's yours right here.
Yeah,
Right
that's
on,
right.
right
That's
on.
why. That one. That's what
Okay,
I'm saying.
okay.
Yeah. So I was gonna put a TV over here on one of these little swing arms, like I have this one for y'all.
Right.
But I didn't want y'all to have a camera here
And then
then y'all looking over here. That way y'all can look at this TV and see and make sure y'all are still looking good, but we can still kind of maintain eye contact too, where everybody watching the YouTube videos are going, what are these retards doing? Like,
right.
What are they looking at? Does he have a lazy eye? Is he looking at the wall but really looking at Adam at the same time?
Like, how is he doing that?
I don't know what's happening here.
Gucci got a we didn't call that, it was an overachieving eye.
Bro, he's doing bad,
Anyways, man, I'm super happy for you to get that league started. I may come out of retirement and
hey, I'll take that, man. If I bring people out of retirement to come play, I take it.
Yeah, that's good. Take their money. That's all.
And that's one thing. Like I try to make sure that a lot of these people know, because like the last tournament I threw was a 2-day, 350 tournament. A lot of people upset 350. I'm like, you get 2-day tournament on turf fields.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you really upset about?
Right.
And it's kind of discouraging,
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of puts you down a little bit. I like that. Yeah. Now he's okay. They can see me.
See, I wanted to be like him. Minor prescription.
Mine or not.
Mine or not.
Mine are
look.
just thick nerd frames.
Hey, whatever works, man. Whatever. I'm on my contacts like the first time in like 3 months, so trust me.
Prescription contacts?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, they're my eyes brown on purpose.
Oh, man, that's funny. A lot going on in the world, man.
Oh, tons.
It is.
I don't know, man. Football.
Yeah, man. So
I see your hat.
yeah, oh,
Dude, it blew my mind. It blew my mind when you told me you are a Tampa Bay Bucks fan.
That's right.
And I went, how in the world does anybody in San Antonio, Texas become a Tampa Bay fan?
Oh, he's been getting it for years from us, though.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll give you the background on that. Way back when I was in middle school, transitioning to high school, Tampa Bay was the team that I liked because I liked those guys, All-Star, the Barbers, Lynch.
Cheeky.
Come on, man. Like they were the team to be. And at that time, I was just getting into football, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna rock with it. And I can't be an unloyal fan,
Right.
I hear the environment that I grew up in, how you talk about people who trade and this and that, your Fruit Loops. So I'm like, I'm just gonna rock with them. And we had some paper bag years. You hear me?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
For sure.
So
Absolutely.
And I'm still not even convinced now. By the way, but
That's not really Brady. That's not Brady.
What are y'all, 2-1?
a 2-1.
That's cool.
2-1.
And then week 1 was just the kind of that Tom getting the feel for the offense and defense getting the feel for each other again. And because, no offseason, no preseason.
Yeah.
No rust there.
Austin, I appreciate you giving the excuses for their loss. Hey, listen, can you go ahead and give me 3 excuses for my loss? Because I don't even want to talk about the Eagles.
Are you an Eagles fan?
I'm an Eagles fan.
Oh.
The problem was y'all should have just kept Nick Foles.
Yeah.
That's damn right there. Should have been what it been.
Well.
Like that man, he go to Chicago now and look at him.
Yeah. Well, he went to Jacksonville and he was awful.
He got beat by Gardner Minshew.
It was awful, but
Right.
I think he thrives on coming in and saving the day.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I think he wants
Hero
to,
complex.
Yeah, I exactly that. I think he wants to come in the middle of chaos and clean chaos up.
Agreed.
Because Carson Wentz MVP season, he was going to be the MVP.
Oh
that year.
break the leg,
and then blew his knee out, and now all of a sudden the Eagles are underdogs, and he thrives on that.
Yeah,
and so now he's gonna. Tom Brady outplayed him in the Super Bowl, but the Eagles outplayed the Patriots as a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you think about that, though. It's easier for a person to come in and be like, okay, I want to clean up the mess, than being the person who
started the mess.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
So
it's easier. You're like, oh, okay, I know everything you did wrong. Let me just not do that.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be all right.
He sat on the sidelines and watched Carson Wentz for 13 games. And when he got hurt against the Rams, I was like, I don't know. We might miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're it's week 13. We're 11-2.
Oh, we're coming down to the end in the division.
But we're 11-2. Right. Now we got Nick Foles. We might miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because I don't know
What
what
Nick's
Nick
gonna do,
Foles is going
yeah.
to do, because he sucked when he left. He was good when he was in Philadelphia the first time. He
Yep.
went to L.A. in that Bradford trade, and he sucked.
Oh, yeah.
And then they brought him back. And
No,
I'm
Bradford
like,
trade was terrible for you
but
guys.
then I don't even want to talk about it, man. My mother is a big OU fan.
So she was
And
ecstatic.
so she was super stoked when
Sam came over.
her guy came to my team, to her son's team. But she would get mad when I like, your boy is garbage. He is a hot, steamy pile of doo doo.
Oh, man.
Nobody wants him. Like,
No.
it's awful. And so, once he completed that pass for the first down to keep the drive going and the clock running against the Rams to seal the win,
Yeah.
we gonna be all right.
All right, we're going to be okay.
We
Yeah.
gonna be all right.
All right.
But anyways, so Tampa, you're a Cowboy fan.
Oh, yeah.
I-
That hard since the day I was born,
Can I
man.
say something?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I'm gonna look directly in this camera because I can't cuss. I don't have a problem with your Eagles, right? And
Oh, everybody hates
I don't like the
Cowboys. I'm okay
49ers.
with
I absolutely hate. Right? I hate.
Oh, I know.
The Cowboys.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that
Right.
there's so many out there. I mean, we're used to
Don't
it.
come for me.
We're used to it.
No. Hey, this is unapologetic.
Just don't come for me.
Hey, everybody who just heard Gooch say that, y'all can slide into my DM.
There you go.
Bet me. Just bet me. That's all. I don't want to talk, but just bet me. Just
He'll take a bet any day.
Yeah,
Real
bet
quick.
me. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
That's
funny.
it.
Yeah, we have so many questions we're always answering, man. I mean, from Dak wanting all that money to is he going to play for what he's worth now?
Okay, so here's the $1 million question: how do you think Dak is doing this year? Because I have an answer.
Yeah.
You know I have
Like-
an answer, and my answer is going to be purely football related. It's
Yeah.
not going to be Philadelphia Eagles fan
Yeah,
hate,
yeah,
Dallas Cowboy fan
Yeah.
related. It's purely football related. So
to be the ground, it's a team game, but he's played well. I won't say he's played terrible. He's made some questionable decisions throughout the season, throughout the 2 games. There are 3 games that we're already in. I will say that because I know he has.
Is he worth the money?
He's not worth the money. I don't think he's worth the money. And I've said that since day one with him.
Right.
Like, he came in, he was superstar season 1. Fantastic. Great. Played well. Him and Zeke, okay, we got some new legs in here. But, I mean, how many rookie quarterbacks come in the NFL and do that?
yeah,
Because nobody knows them. Nobody knows what they do. No one knows their schemes. And then you see it, and you're like, okay, we know how to shut this down the rest of the season. And
Right.
Dak hasn't shown anything above season 1.
here's my answer. Okay, you can get yours.
I'm all for it, man. Hey,
Dak has been average at best this year.
yep.
Very, very, very average, and I'll tell you why his numbers look so good. You, and me. If I'm throwing the ball 50 times against a prevent defense because I'm down 21 points,
Yep.
I'm going to put up 400 yards too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because before those fourth quarter comebacks, and props to him for not choking those away.
Yeah.
Tony Romo probably would have, choked them away too. But
Factory.
so I'll give Dak those comebacks.
Yeah.
Good for you. But you were horrible before those comebacks started.
When the game is on, when a game matters the most, I'm not a first half guy. I've never been a first half football player fan. Period.
Before it got out of hand,
Yes.
Dak was trash. Now here's my other argument. He can't help the defense.
No, he can't.
So
Nope.
if a football team has to score 40 points a week to win their game by 2 points
Yeah. What's your
or
defense? doing?
1 point, your defense is another big pile of steamy doo-doo.
Yeah.
Secondary is trash. Been trash.
They've
Yeah.
been trash for a long time,
Yeah.
and they keep letting they let good players walk
Right.
for more money. And I understand they want to pay people, but I don't think one player is worth a defense that's going to hold up and keep your offense from having to score
Right.
40, 50 points a game to win. Like, I love the Cowboys. I've always loved the Cowboys. I'm always love the Cowboys, no matter what. But it's hard to watch sometimes because you're
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? We got a good running back. Give him the ball. Let him run.
But he's been trash this
he's
year
been
too.
bad, too.
He
Yeah.
was awful against Seattle. How
Yep.
many drop passes did he have in the second
gosh,
half last week? And that's his game. Those little screens and little dump offs.
dumps. Yep.
So
And
whatever.
then I didn't talk about his early fumbles in week 1.
Listen,
Like, come on.
Listen,
Come on, man.
And this is
That's a good one.
this is not me complaining.
Yeah.
This is me celebrating.
Yeah, I was gonna say Eagle fans want to see this. Yeah.
Because I hate Zeke as a football player and as a human being.
Oh yeah,
I can't stand him as a human being.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't say those things. I don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
And I usually live by the motto or the saying everyone eats. I want to see everyone succeed, except Zeke.
Except Zeke.
Everyone.
Why you dislike Zeke?
He's a sketchy human being. His morals are not in the right place.
I wasn't too happy about his holdout. I'm as a Cowboys fan. I wasn't happy about his holdout.
I don't know.
Let's talk about holdouts.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to know, and Antonio Brown was the one that kind of put it to light last year. When he was cut by New England.
Was it New England?
And they were fighting with him about $9 million.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, he got paid by Oakland, and then New England.
He wanted, or guaranteed money.
And he says something along the lines of NFL owners can just void contracts like it's no big deal, and we'll see. But my question now is, okay, now you're attacking Robert Kraft because he voided a contract and he had a reason to void the contract.
Yeah.
But what about these football players who are 2 years into a 5-year deal, holding out, wanting more money, demanding more money? I'm not playing until I get money.
Yeah,
that's what I don't get.
I don't get it. Like I think as a 2-year player, you're like a sophomore in high school.
Right.
You lucky to be on the varsity team.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you on the varsity team, go out there and show that you worth being on varsity for the next 2 years. Because you're going to be on varsity if you're going to keep playing hard.
Right.
But why? But hold out and say, well, I'm worth more than what I'm playing for. But I think for me, it's going to come down to, like, are your stats going to show it?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, defensive players, it's tackles, it's how you read those defenses, stuff like that. You know, I mean.
Well, it's a double-edged sword because from a player perspective, they're like, well, I'm just going to hold out because I think that I'm worth more than what you're paying me. So either you're going to pay me or not. And then from our perspective, well, I'm not going to say our, but like from a GM perspective or something like that, they're like, well, you're going to take what you're going to get, right? Until you show me that you're worth it.
Right.
Right. So I can't go off your word.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It is what it is.
I had a point, but I forgot it.
It happens.
I'm glad I wasn't the first one to say it. Like, I hope I don't forget something.
What was I going to say?
What was I going to say? Yes. I had a good one. Yeah. I was so into Gucci's point. I'm like, that makes sense. Oh, here's what it is. It's these athletes, they got bad people in their ear.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you got to, if I'm an athlete, and I'm making millions of dollars, I probably have a business manager.
Yeah.
I've got my agent.
Yeah.
You know, I've got my accountant. I've got my PR lady. Mm-hmm. And so it's got to be a lady. You got to put a beautiful lady out. Yeah. You know, to be the face of your brand.
Yep.
All right. Did you say lawyer?
Lawyer, attorneys.
Gotta have that.
And usually agents are lawyers. So I mean, you can probably throw those two together. But when you're so high profile like an Antonio Brown, you probably have a team of lawyers, not just one person, and an agent or whatever.
That's fancy.
Right. That's big money.
I gotta do better.
Yeah.
A team of lawyers, man. That's
a team of lawyers.
When you say that, you like.
Let me call my team a lawyer.
Let me call my representations.
Yeah. And then I'll pull up in like black Escalades together.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I lost.
So
never mind.
So you got these people, and these are the people. If I'm a high profile athlete, this is who I'm trusting.
Yeah.
You know, this is who I'm going to for advice.
Yeah.
But then you got somebody like, let's get out of football and go to basketball, Kawhi Leonard.
Oh. My God.
Got his uncle in his ear.
Yeah.
You know.
Terrible.
And now, how's his reputation now?
He's got
because of the way he did Popovich and the Spurs and his exit and all this other stuff.
Left a nasty taste.
He sure did.
He did. You know. I think Jacob posted that when he went to the game with that snake poster.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
He got banned.
Yeah, he got banned, right? Whether for the playoffs or something like that.
He got banned for a few games by the NBA. It wasn't by the Spurs.
Yeah, it was by the NBA. He had a sign. It was the emoji, the snake emoji, and he was like courtside, holding it the whole time.
Kawhi's face
with Kawhi.
Wow.
Yeah. NBA came over and gave him a thing.
Yeah, my boy.
That's whack.
Yeah, that is super whack.
That's whack. You gotta let that ride.
And he's a grown ass man, can't handle that.
And he's proud of it too.
He'll tell you
he'll tell you about it the whole time. I love Jacob.
No, I'm saying what he did is great, but I'm saying the NBA.
no, the
saying
NBA.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
That
man,
was
that's the world we live in, man.
True.
Bunch of soft wussies.
Don't
You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me started.
Let's get started. If this goes, listen. I told y'all before we started, I got rules, and no politics.
Right.
But we're talking about wusses,
yeah.
and probably we can throw millennials in there because I feel like they're the biggest wusses there are.
Yeah, I mean, they got
if this goes left a little bit into the politics, like let's go, because.
You're like,
The reason I don't like getting into politics is because I'm not going to take it serious.
Yeah,
like I'm
the same way.
It is my job on this podcast to make light out of any situation that comes up.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Unless it's Wu-Tang. Okay.
We don't go there.
If it's Wu-Tang. We're taking it serious, okay? You like that little soundbite?
I did. I heard it earlier. I was like, oh yeah.
So I got a call from my buddy who does a podcast up in Dallas. He says, "Dude, you got to get a Stream Deck."
Yeah.
I said, "What is this?" He goes, "Well, Google it. It's a little.
This device.
This is what it is.
Right on.
There's this one. It's got 6 buttons, and his has 15.
Yeah.
But I can load sounds into it. I'm running like watch the camera.
Let's see the swaps. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. See, instead of I was using my computer and keyboard, and you could hear the clicks and and it was annoying me. So this thing has changed my life. So I started researching it.
Yeah.
I got a little soundboard.
Oh, well, you were able to figure that out. You don't need me to be your IT guy.
No. Check this out. I have an
Put your number at the bottom of the computer.
Listen, when I'm at work working with these kids that I dislike so much, I'm hard at work creating things for this podcast. Okay, so that's my yes, I do get paid for this podcast because I do most of the work at work.
Yeah, right.
So I'm scrolling through Instagram one day, and I see this little kid with a Wu-Tang shirt on, and I think it's Jizz's or Riz's IG page. And this little itty bitty boy, probably 2 years old, maybe it might be a girl, I don't know, Wu-Tang shirt on, and you know what I'm saying? So I gotta rip that and make it into a soundbite.
Right.
So then I'm going through. I'm like, man, what else can I make into soundbites?
Now he's on a mission.
It smells like poopy.
I'm telling you, I heard the sound bites. I'm like, yes, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. So if you say something that I think stinks,
It smells like poopy.
That's funny, man. That's funny.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Zeke's game against Seattle.
It smells like poopy.
No, that, yeah. Yep.
So you know, anywho,
Damn.
But anyways, yeah,
Oh, man. He got too much fun with that one.
Right,
He gonna-
right.
I got too much time on my hands sometimes.
Yeah.
and
Right.
so you know, but
Whatever makes it better.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
makes it better.
once I figure this thing completely out,
Oh, yeah.
my life will be completely changed.
Well, let me ask you this: how are you trying to figure it out? Like, are you just
I'm
wigging
watching
it,
well,
or YouTubing it?
Well, that's what I did at first. Now I'm Googling it, and I'm trying to get videos on everything I can do with it.
There's no videos on YouTube.
There is, but I didn't have time to look up the.
That probably would be your number one option. Probably.
Well, I got
Everything's on YouTube
I got a buddy.
everything.
I got a buddy. I mentioned Damien earlier.
Yeah.
He has a podcast, and he's a whiz in this thing. So I told him, "Hey man, I need you to come over Saturday afternoon and like help me figure this out." And he's like, "I record on Saturday." Like, no. But I've known Damien for, man, it's been 25 years.
Dang, yeah.
Yeah, I went to middle school with Damien.
Oh, okay.
Played against him in football in high school, you know, and then Flag brought us back together. It's crazy how
Flag, man.
Now,
It's always there.
flag makes the world go around.
It's like you somehow always come back around the flag.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You really do.
You're like, oh, I'm going to retire. And then, oh, wait, there's one more tournament that's coming up. And then next thing you know, you're 2 years in and still playing.
Nope.
bro.
Except for Adam. Adam's like, nah, I'm good.
So you completely done.
Listen, here's what I did. Okay,
no,
so
prime time's bringing him out.
They had that league. Daniel and Trojan Rob had that league over at the
Star.
at the Star at the nice soccer fields.
Oh yeah.
I had retired before they started that league, so I did not play in it. But I let Jacob and JC and them use the Grinch's name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they make the playoffs, and Jacob calls me and he's like, "Dude, I don't know if I'm going to have enough for playoffs. Can you come play?" And I was like, "No, I don't want to come play like at all. No."
0.
So that was the end of the conversation for that day.
Okay.
That was like a Monday. They played on Sundays, I think.
I thought it was Friday nights. No, was it Friday nights?
I don't remember.
I think it was a Friday night league.
Okay,
Yeah, it was a Friday night
maybe
league.
it was. Well, whatever. This is days away.
Yeah,
Okay,
days
so
away,
he has plenty of time to talk me into it. I thought it was over.
Yeah.
I
Go
was
to bed.
I was proud of myself for sticking to my guns and telling him no.
Yeah.
That smelled like booby.
It smells like poopy.
So he texts me the next day. Come on, man. I've got a couple. I just need like 1 or 2 more, and I'm like, okay, we'll try to find those 1 or 2 that isn't named Adam.
Don't hit me up.
Yeah, and just leave me like. Let me be the last resort.
Right.
Like usually, I hate being your last phone line. Maybe Adam will play. Okay, I'll call Adam. And usually I hate that, but this time it's okay.
Right.
You don't have to. I'm not going to make you feel bad for not wanting me to actually play. So he calls me and he's like, "I've tried. I just need like 2 more. Can you grab one and come play?" And I was like, so I sat and I thought about it, and I was like, man. I really don't want the Grinch's last league, because I told him, I said, hey, after this league, y'all can't use Grinch's no more.
Yeah.
I don't want the Grinch's to go out forfeiting playoffs.
Yeah.
So I went, man, okay.
All right.
So I called a couple buddies, got them out there, whatever.
Persistent.
Yeah, I guess it pays off, man.
Hey, persistence breaks resistance.
I like that. That's good. Yeah.
That's fact.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on me somewhere.
That's fact.
Come up with a soundbite next.
Yeah, those are words to live by. You know what that is? It's not poopy.
That's not booby.
It's not poopy. Yeah, not at all. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
So, anyways, I agreed to go play, and it was a mistake because we started out with 6 players, and we're playing the Warriors in the first round of the playoffs. The Grinches have never lost to the Warriors ever.
Yeah.
We beat them every time.
Yeah.
And I'm going, dude, my last football game is going to be the Grinches losing to the Warriors, and I do not want that. We beat them with 6 players. The Warriors, doo-doo.
Dude.
Poopy
They're
for
poopy.
sure. They poopy
were
for
totally-
sure. But I caught a pass, okay?
Yeah.
Caught a pass, and they got this dude who's just, I don't know who it is. He's jacked, and he hits. And to make sure I don't drop the ball, I extend my arm like this, and I hit one of these shoulders. I can't remember which one it was. I hit shoulder first. Man, my shoulders hurt for the next year and a half.
He was like, why did I say yes?
Yes, that's exactly. I'm not even supposed to be out here. I don't even want to be out here, and you're tackling me. Like, I don't understand. Like, I didn't even want to come out here. You know, and so then we play.
I hate it here.
So that put us in the B team championship.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. That put us in the B League championship against Ghost Boys. So while we're waiting to play Ghost Boys in the championship, I'm calling people. If you just come up here. Well, they ended up getting. So my guy left. It was Josh Wahardo.
Okay.
He ended up leaving. He came and played the first game. He ended up leaving. I'm like, oh, good. Now we need 3 players. Well, we get 3 players,
Yeah.
and then a 4th comes up. And I walked off the field.
Like later.
Yeah. Phil Mob was playing Trojans up top. I said, Y'all got it? Y'all good?
I'm gone.
So I went and watched Field Mob. When I went to pack up my bag
Yeah.
to go home, I said, man, my shoulders are hurting right now. I'm old. I can barely walk. I dumped my bag out onto the ground. I grabbed the cleats and put them in the bag. Flag, there was probably 10 sets of flags. There were the good black mushroom poppers,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the good
yeah,
ones. There's
yeah.
a couple of sets in them. I said, hey, y'all come get this stuff.
I'm out.
Gave my entire bag away.
Yep.
So I have nothing.
Yeah. Adam retired.
I have nothing.
You're
I
done.
threw my cleats up on the power line. Dunzo. You can't call me because I'm not gonna go
He went to
spend
Rusty
money.
Lines to put his cleats over that wire.
Yeah, ain't
That's
nothing
where he
wrong
got to
with
hang.
that.
That's where he got to
for
hang.
sure, for sure.
Went
Until
to-
I get him some highly unapologetic flags made.
Man, if they're tie dye, that'll be tempting.
Oh, trust me, we could do it. We could do it.
No, but yeah, I was like, man, I'm not gonna go spend money on cleats and flags and
Yeah,
whatever else
yeah.
just to play, flag football. So I'm done.
done.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
Especially done. We should have had a party, man.
Yeah. Well,
A retirement party.
When I retire, when I retire,
Well, you always want a party, Eugene.
that's fact. All right.
my flag football career was not one to throw a party for.
Hey, that doesn't matter. So it's about
Yeah, when you're done doing everything.
how many people that we brought together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For the love of the sport. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
That was my favorite thing, man. Going to tournaments out of town, playing the games was cool and everything, but sitting on the sideline and
Yeah.
watching other San Antonio teams play while you're hanging out with your buddies on your team
Yep.
is my
Right.
favorite part.
That's what I love.
Tournament's over for the day. We're gonna go to the hotel, clean up, and then we're gonna go out and
Yeah,
hang
go
out
outside,
together.
yeah.
All of us are
Knock a couple
families.
back. Right.
Right.
You already know.
Then that's
You already
the
know.
best part. I am thinking about making a comeback into softball.
softball.
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah, in the last
So-
podcast. Yeah.
So
For a
here's
brief moment, I got excited. There was a pause. It was like, so I am thinking about a comeback in softball.
yeah. Bruh. Do you play softball?
No.
I bet you got
I don't.
you got the build. You could probably have a nice little swing and just hit dingers all day.
Pause.
And hauls to first base.
Yeah.
That's it.
You don't even have to.
Oh yeah, once you hit the dinger, you don't even got to go.
It's hit and sit, baby.
That's it.
all you got to do. Hit the ball over the fence and walk to the dugout. You ain't got.
He trying to bring me to another sport.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
look,
know?
man. When football slows down, we all got to get that point at some point.
So this has been my cycle since surgery. You know, I had surgery.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think I knew you then when I had surgery.
I don't think so either.
But I had surgery, and when I had surgery, it set me down for a year, like no plan, zero. So during that time, I just was eating, partying, drinking. Now I'm chilling, not knowing that I'm getting like exploding, right? So literally, so and then I said, okay, I'm gonna start working out and get back in flag. So that was last year when I got ready for Mexico. And let me tell you, I got a rude awakening. I was super out of shape. Like I was so out of shape. Like, Dex, tell me, this is a true story. Brian, I tell you, Dex, Ruben, they were all there. And it was a championship Sunday. You know how it goes. And I was super tired. I had just scored a touchdown, and we're on defense. I tell Dex, I say, hey, son, I need one, bro. I'm tired. Like, he's like I'm tired. Like, my heart, you know how I feel.
Yeah.
So he looks at me, goes, Gucci, it's championship Sunday. Like, you don't get no breaks. I was like, you know what? You're right. Brian, how many timeouts do we got? I was
Listen.
done, man. I was done.
That type of philosophy, it's good. Use the timeouts. It's use them or lose them.
Yeah.
Man,
But-
that's a true story.
But my stupid team, they couldn't show up to a game on time, a tournament on time, nothing on time. So I was out
Burning
of
timeouts.
I was out of timeouts before the game even started.
Oh, that would have been
For
a
the
bad
first
hey,
snap.
situation.
hey, ref! As soon as he puts the ball on the ground, I'm calling a timeout.
Yeah,
You know?
as soon as he, that's
JB
bad.
be walking up to you, be
Yeah.
like, I need a timeout.
Yes, absolutely. JB, Reggie, AC, all of them.
They knew.
You got to use the timeouts.
I
Yes.
could say I've been in one of those situations
Yeah.
with you a time or two.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does. I mean,
It got to a point where nobody liked playing with the Grinches because it was such a toxic environment.
You know what's funny is I played with the Ghost Boys. The one game that I played with them in that Daniels League out there at Star.
Uh-huh.
The one game I played, they played the Grinches. They lost 3 players within like the first like 15 minutes of the game.
The Grinches did?
Yeah,
How-
and they only had 8.
Why did they lose players?
They got hurt.
Oh.
And I was like, y'all want me to change shirts real quick? Like, I'll help. Like, are y'all good? And they're like, no, we'll be okay. They ended up finishing the game with like 5. Like they were. I was like, man, that's that. I never went back out. Like, I gave to go with my money, and
Adam would be proud.
yeah, I was like, damn.
Well, see, yeah, I'm the exact opposite of you, by the way. You said that your last game with the Grinches was in a championship game or the one before the
championship.
I played like 3 plays of the championship game.
Yeah,
And they're like, "No, I'm done.
my last game with the Grinches, it was when Jimmy had quarterbacked in the tournament.
Oh, that was a fun tournament.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
The
was
one
a
that we had won the championship to beat.
That one
That
right
one that's
there.
right there on the floor.
Yeah,
That one right there.
that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my last game.
We should have made A that tournament.
Agreed.
We lost to Dim Boys on play 7, 6, something like that.
Something like that.
We lost to Samurai, Corpus Christi Samurai, in plays as well. And I'll tell you who played great was Sean. He was our quarterback on day 1, and
Sean did play good.
he played great.
Sean
Yeah.
did play really good.
Our defense was awful. Same thing. We were the Dallas Cowboys. We were putting up points.
But you couldn't stop points from being scored.
Listen.
Stop him from scoring.
Listen, there's nothing I hate worse than losing to Dim Boys.
Because then you never hear the end of it.
They suck.
Yeah.
They're awful. Even when Demi played with them,
Oh, yeah.
they suck.
Shout out to Demi.
And yeah, shout out Demi.
Yep.
Because Demi's good.
Hey,
my boy.
Hella
The
good.
rest of them are trash. So I hated losing to them. Chris Jones played in a tournament with me one time, and we played them. And they're telling Jones he's trash.
Come on.
Wait, just
Wait, hold on a second.
wait a second, dog.
That sounds like
Hey,
poopy. That's poopy.
I'm trying to see something. Y'all come here real quick. These clowns are saying he sucks. He's like, and it was funny because one of the plays was Sauce rolled out to the left, and the one thing I hate about Sauce is he'll throw a no look pass from here to the door, and he'll look away and throw it to you, and I know it's coming, but he's throwing it as hard as you can. And so
Not
you're
even
like,
no touch
you're like,
to it, yeah.
okay, there it is. But he rolls out. We're probably on the 20, 25-yard line, whatever. He rolls out to the left and no looks a pass to the other corner of and Jones jumps over all of them and catches
Snags it.
and that's when they started
The
their.
trash. Oh,
Oh,
my
hey,
God.
hey, new era, Phil Mom. I'm just trying to see something over here real
Come here real
quick.
quick.
Come on. But
Maybe
yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, maybe
Like,
I'm
you all right?
maybe-
Like, you
maybe
like
it's
wiping.
me.
maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong because I've been playing with Jones for 7 or 8 years at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Am I just biased? You know, do they know something that I don't know?
Did I
But
not
Jones
see something?
sucks.
Yeah.
But the best part was getting them mad at each other.
Get him in their own heads.
Get
Yep.
the quarterback especially, and I like him.
Yeah.
He's one of the few on that team that I like. He
You
calls
know,
it-
he's the most annoying player.
he is.
I hate it.
He
You know
really
he does
is.
that thing. He when he's about to go to the line, as soon as the play's over, he goes, "Set!"
Yep. Yeah. Oh, rushing him out the same way. I'd be like, I
sorry.
know as soon as he said, I'd be like, oh,
I hate it. He's like, "Set!"
Yeah, but he's a nice guy.
yeah, he is
Like
nice
on the
guy.
on the sideline,
Yeah, just
you know,
talking
you
to
can
him.
you
Yeah,
can-
yeah, for
you-
sure,
you
for
can
sure.
chop it
No,
up
he
with him.
is, he is.
But
Are you still playing with him? Because I haven't seen him in a minute.
I haven't.
I don't know, but when you say them boys, that's the
what you
first
think of.
person
Yeah.
that I think of.
Willie Beeman.
That's the
Willie
first person I
is what
think
he
of.
is what he calls himself.
Yeah,
Willie
the
Beeman.
first person.
And that's fine. I always had teams that I didn't like. Like
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Hated losing to. Them boys is one.
That's Fernando Torres.
Is that Fernie?
What up? Shout out,
Shout out to
Fernie.
Fernie
Shout out
for
to
calling
Fernie.
in.
Flash foot.
Flash
feet.
Flash feet.
Flash feet. Yeah.
Flash sheet.
I like what he's doing with the kiddos.
Yeah, man, he has a training thing going. He does that with them, and him and I both we started the 7-on-7. Well, generally he started it and he brought me on, and we both did the first season together. So we always say that we started together, but I just want to put it out there that
It's him. It's
you
all-
know,
yeah, he was-
So and
he
we've been
doing good
doing that
things,
now for
man.
3 years.
Yeah.
yeah,
He did
that's
good
cool.
thing with those kids.
I played when I was a junior in high school at Churchill. We played in the Texas State 7-on-7.
Okay.
And we lost to Clark, I want to say, in the championship game.
Okay.
And it was overtime.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. And
Yeah, it's good, man.
we beat MacArthur, Smithson Valley, Madison, Roosevelt with Carlisle Holiday.
I don't know any of these schools, by the way. I know some of them because
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I went to Churchill. So
Yeah.
MacArthur, Roosevelt, Madison, those are our rivals.
Oh, he's fancy.
Yeah, that's
And those were big schools, man. When he was in high school.
Churchill is, yeah. No.
Not anymore.
Hey, I go over there to practice. I got a nice turf.
Oh, all the Northeast has that turf now.
Oh, yeah.
Lee got it too, and Lee. You know what I know about Lee?
It smells like poop.
I knew it.
They go.
I knew it.
And they're just Lee now.
Yeah,
Right. They're just Lee High School now, right?
Yeah, it's an acronym now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that.
I don't even know what that's for either.
Education excellence.
Yeah.
Something like that. But they're still the Lee Volunteers.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
probably lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they still have nice facilities.
They do.
Okay.
They do.
You know,
All right.
so
Cool.
whatever. But
They just spend all that money on those fields out there. Their field too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
But Churchill used to. I think this is the first year in Churchill's existence they didn't play the Gucci Bowl against Clark. They played Alamo Heights on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Beat the tar out of those rich boys. You know,
Every time we talk about Rich Boys, I always think about a team that I used to play back in the day. When I started playing flag, they used to be called, what were they called? High School Heroes. And they were legit Alamo Heights kid. These dudes were from Alamo Heights. Straight up did not like anybody that was not from Alamo Heights. We were the drunk team to them,
so
and we beat them
so
a lot.
it was fun beating them.
Oh,
Right.
tons.
You know what team I loved beating?
Who?
All the time? Soaring Eagles. do you know who I'm
You know who
talking
I'm talking
about?
sorry?
Soaring Eagles?
Yeah, I don't think he knows about them.
Who's that?
No.
No, I don't know.
They have a coach. Coach.
Okay, listen, Coach Eric.
Eric. Yeah, Coach Eric.
When I first started playing flag football, I started in Keith's league.
Okay.
It wasn't serious.
Yeah, after hours sports.
After our sports league. It wasn't a serious league.
What year was this?
This is
This is like 10 years ago.
Okay.
circa 2011. That's when I started playing there.
Riley, my son is 12 years old, and he was still in diapers
Gotcha.
when we were playing in this league. It's been 10, 11 years. That's how long I've known Jones.
Okay.
So if Jones sucks, I'm probably biased because I don't think he sucks. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So, anyways, where was I going with this? Huh?
Yes,
Coach Soaring Eagles.
That's two times.
sorry.
That's
Soaring Eagles.
Hey,
Listen, man.
Soaring Eagles.
Poopy. That's two times, bro. That's two times.
It smells like poopy.
All right. So I'm completely. I'm good now. I'm good.
You're welcome on this show anytime.
Yeah, man.
Because Jazz West and Rydon won't do it. They'll just be like,
Just staring at you.
I don't know what were you talking about.
Where were you going? Where were you going?
That Gucci's making fun of me. So it's good. You're welcome anytime. So Soaring Eagles, they had a coach, and he would recruit. He would wear sweats and then cargo shorts over the sweats to these games. He had a clipboard,
Yep.
and then he's
Making
writing
notes,
stuff
yeah.
down.
This flag?
This
is
is
flag.
flag.
This is flag.
This is flag.
Okay.
These are guys like out of high school. Like,
He's recruiting high school players to come play flag football, and they had this quarterback. You remember that little white boy?
yes, I remember him.
That little white boy. He came at me one day. We beat the tar out of them. The tar out of, and I got another funny story about Soaring Eagles after this. We beat the tar out of them, and he's talking to me about I'm old and all this other stuff, and I'm like, bro, I'm old. You're right. I played college football. You got a scholarship to play flag. We're done here.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no more conversation happening with you, clown. So then so then we see this kid. He's playing for a team called the Seminoles, and we see him out at a San Marcos night bowl.
Seminoles. I'm trying to think of.
That's our first round game. Seminoles. They quit at halftime.
They did.
It was 48-0.
Damn.
They said, we're done. And we said, no. It's based on points scored.
We're not done.
We got 40 more points to score on y'all. They're like, no, we're done. We're done.
We need these points.
So, Soaring Eagles, Fast forward a couple years.
Yeah.
At the medical center league.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
That was a trash league.
That was terrible.
But New
Just
Era,
ran bad. Just ran bad.
Yeah, see, I don't know about this either.
it's just a random league. They used triple threats, flags, but Daniel and John Leyva always put a team in. And so they're playing one night, and Jones calls me, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to go out to medical center league. You want to just go?" I said, "No, I'm not playing." He goes, "I'm not playing either. We're just going to go out there." I said, "Oh, okay, cool. Hang out with everybody for a couple hours, whatever." Demi ended up being out there playing, hanging out. Just so, anyways, Daniel's team was playing Soaring Eagles that night, and they're killing Soaring Eagles, of course. And Soaring Eagles score a good touchdown. They, throw one long, whatever, and score or whatever. So they're getting hype. And sorry, Chris Jones. He's not real good at flag football.
Yeah,
But sorry,
not the Chris Jones.
Yeah, sorry, Chris Jones starts talking trash to him, and this guy starts talking trash back to me because I'm the older fat dude out there, and then starts talking trash to Chris Jones about that's why you not out here. I would have done this to you too, all this other stuff, and I'm like,
they were the worst when it came to that.
I was like, hey, New Era. Film off.
Yep.
I tried to see something real quick. So, anyways, it turns into, after the game, a fight.
Yeah.
Okay? I know you've heard this story because I've told it on the podcast
I've
before.
heard it before. Yeah.
So, Jones and I are walking toward them, talking trash, and there's going to be a fight. And I'm prepared for this fight. Chris is, he's knuckled up already. Mm-hmm. We're hollering, whatever. We look over at Daniel Aparicio. And he was pulling brass knuckles out of his bag, getting ready for this fight. And
This is raw.
And so
I'm telling you.
I like it.
That ended the fight because I'm Jones. I'm trying to see something. What's Daniel doing? Like, this dude is pulling brass knuckles out of his bag to go fight these kids, and they're kids.
They are.
We're
They were
grown.
kids.
We're
Yeah.
grown
They were
adults,
kids, man.
and these are like 18, 19-year-old kids.
Hey, shout out to Daddy. He's like, anybody can get it. Shout out to the homie.
He didn't care. He was going to get it.
They weren't going to get it from Daniel. Okay, Daniel was going to make a call to have people pull up.
Oh, man.
Can
we scratch that from the record? Just scratch that. But
Nah. Anytime we can make fun of Daniel, I'm going to. Once a pawn, always a pawn. But anyways,
Yeah, I have my stories with them too, man. When I started playing flag, they were still kind of here in town. They were playing a lot, and I was a rusher. That's when I started playing. So that kid, that quarterback, that dude did not like it. He did not like getting sacked. He would call you trash every time you sacked him.
every time.
Every time. And I was like, all right, we'll bring in 2 blockers for you then. If that's what you need. I'm like, I'll still get you. No. So he brings in like probably the biggest dude. He's a blocker, Get around that guy, get a sack. I'm like, what are you gonna do, man? You gonna bring your whole team to come block for me? I mean, what's gonna happen? You gonna be 1-on-1 the whole game? I think I finished the game with like 8 sacks against him.
shit.
He was upset, and he's talking to me. And I was like, dude, I'm old. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a lot of sacks.
I had a lot of fun.
That is
Yeah.
That's
but that's what you
real.
could get on them because they were just arrogant as crap. And all I did was just play my game, pop it. Here you go. And he did not like me handing it back.
Right on. Still loyal to them.
Yeah.
If
Well, what's funny is that we were out at Damian Smith just do a 6-man little quick team tournament, quick COVID tournament is what he called it, out there at Stevens last weekend, and Coach Eric showed up. Yeah, he did. Came around
with a team.
No, he didn't. Surprisingly,
Well, Dave, I think didn't Damien play for them?
yeah, he played for them for a while, so he showed up, and everybody was like, "Coach Eric, like what?" And apparently they play in Kerrville now, Soaring Eagles. So that's where they're at up there. I don't know.
The Kerrville for Soaring Eagles.
Yeah, I don't know the team. I don't even know they have flag football in Kerrville. That's
So both of y'all are San Antonio natives.
yeah.
No,
Oh, no.
No, he's not. No.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Arizona.
Gotcha. But,
I was here. Yeah, I was born and raised here, and then I left for the 5 years for the army. So
Right on.
You?
no.
Where are you from?
No, I'm from Los Angeles. But before I moved here, I was in Dallas.
Okay.
And so I just popped up on the flag scene. What is this, 2020?
a couple years ago, not even that long.
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Just popped up like, who is this guy? Right.
Well, see, when I brought Ruben onto Grinches, I told him, I said, I know you know a lot of people. Get me some athletes.
Yeah,
And it was Fernie, Justin Respass, and Gucci. And I said, Gucci. I said, listen. I know who Fernie is.
Yeah.
I know who Justin Respass is because he is good at basketball.
Yeah.
I said, Gucci? I never heard of a Gucci.
Yeah.
And he goes, trust me. And I said,
all right.
I said, you're right.
That is Ruben, man.
Yeah.
That is Ruben, yeah.
That is Ruben.
Okay, I got you. And so then I come up, and I think you were playing with ponies.
Yeah. I had played with the ponies at one point.
I watched you play a couple games with the ponies, and I called Ruben. I said, Gucci. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, bring him.
My introduction to Gucci and Ruben and everybody was we were playing. I think it was Andy's tournament. This is like 2013.
Shout out to Andy.
Yeah, Andy.
You know about Andy?
It smells like poop.
I got you.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
You did.
And so I had put a team, the Horned Frogs, into play, and I was like, all right, bet. So I get 12 players committed to playing, showing up, playing. I get jerseys made, game. Brian's on the team because I met Brian through Logan, because we had gone to
Time out.
Well,
is this the year the Grinches retired Roland?
I don't know.
We were playing at Almost and Rusty Lions.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't play with us that one.
Okay.
So I was playing, and I had a couple other people. I think Peter was playing with us, and I had Brian on the team. And I said, Brian, bro, like half the team just backed out. Like we have 8 players for tomorrow to play. I was like, you need to call some people. He's like, okay, I'll make some calls. Saturday morning comes up. I think he shows up with Ruben. I'm like, oh, here's a jersey. Things are coming. And then maybe like 45 minutes later, James shows up.
James.
I'm like, all right, it's one of our boys from. Where's he from?
James is from Del Rio.
He's from Del Rio, but
James
he
is
works
from
like at
Del
El
Rio.
Paso or something, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've never worked with, but he shows up. A white boy, good. He's good. He's a good kid. And so then Gucci shows up. I'm like, oh, okay. And then Monty, and then Jermaine. So I'm like, damn, Brian just brought a whole team. Like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm like, just put him wherever. I don't know any of these guys. Put him in. I'm just gonna rush because I don't know what else to do. And we go out. We play. We play pretty good, but we didn't know each other well enough. So we went 1-2 barbecue, went home, and afterwards I was like, Brian, let's bring those guys back together. Like we got something. So that was the first summer season we played together.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And that was a while ago, but that was we balled.
Because before I played with you, I played with Rock Nation.
Yes,
You
they
know,
were
so
Rock
that's
Nation
what it
was
was.
a while for a while. Yeah,
Brian was just
Before
asking
me.
me to commute, every other weekend or once a weekend.
From Dallas to San
From
Antonio.
Dallas to play flag football, and I'm like, bro, that's dead. But I was doing it right because I enjoyed it, and then that's how I met Britt and all this. But
That's when everything started,
here
yeah,
or there,
down
right?
there.
But Rock Nation, and then I met this guy, and it just
Then
went
you
from
started
there.
meeting everybody else.
Yeah,
Just
and you play, and as you go from, because you see it all the time. You have players that come into the C division. You have some that's gonna stay in C division for the
Yep.
rest of their life, right? And then you see some, you say, oh, okay, like they got potential, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, and then before you know it, they're a player, right? And so I played in Dallas first. Right, so all those guys, the Rams, Havoc, right? All these guys, fresh, like all of these people out there, Fred, I know those people, right? Because that's the leagues that I used to play with back in Dallas. So when I came here, they was like, no way, this guy's playing C. Like, what? He's like killing these kids. Like, and I had no like flag experience as far as like I wasn't dipping or none of that. I just was outrunning everybody, right? And then I started seeing what was going on. I was like, all right, let me just put my little twist to this, and that's my thing. And now the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fred, he's crazy.
Yeah, Fred.
Yeah.
He's wild. Petty Committee's my favorite
Oh
page.
man,
Are you in that? No, you don't have
No.
Facebook.
I have. I'm in there, but man, it's great to see this when that stuff that goes on.
And he's been like that as long as I've known him. He's been like that as long as I've known
That's
him.
crazy.
So it's authentic.
Yeah.
He's a
authentic.
straightforward guy.
Yeah, I think all those Dallas dudes on Petty Committee are pretty authentic. There are some on there that I think are fake as can be. And they
It smells like poop.
Yeah. Cue it up, baby. Yeah.
my listeners are gonna hate me this week because that thing's already gone off like 20 times. Okay, we get it. The whole world smells like poopy. Okay, we get it.
All right, Adam.
All right, got it.
Yeah. You know, and like I said, I'm just excited. I'm just excited for the things that that are trying to happen in San Antonio with flag, because everywhere I play, man. I mean, I go to Dallas, been to Dallas a few times now.
I've
San
been
Marcos.
feeling it with that, man. The thing,
Yeah, you've been feeling that thing the whole time.
Just let me feel it with this, right?
Oh, look, you
I got a bunch of those from work. Like I buy them from
This
Home
IT guy
Depot
needs that,
and
man, to
Lowe's,
tape his wires together.
There
Right.
you go. You can have one too.
Yeah. Just,
So yeah, yeah.
there you go.
But no, I think, like I said, I think the flag alone in San Antonio is gonna get big.
San Antonio flag is disrespected. But you know what's crazy? You said watching teams come up, you know, seeing a team, okay, they got potential.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I saw Field Mom play their very first flag football game ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were a team. They were a team called Oh Yeah.
I remember Daniel on that day.
And Daniel was there. He had his brother. Bubba was playing with him. He had
I remember Bubba.
Denny Brown was his quarterback.
Shout out to Denny. That's my brother-in-law.
And they were 100% trash. They were awful.
I think I played with Keith 3 years in a row and we beat them.
Yeah,
They were pretty bad.
yeah, they were bad.
Oh, see, that's the beauty about flag. The best athletes are not always the best players in flag.
Right.
You know, so you can get, and I've seen it.
Right.
A group of old men beat studs.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it. If flag is different, flag is different, man.
I played for that team.
Yeah.
The Grinches were that team. A bunch of unathletic white dudes, Mexican dudes with no athletes.
Yep.
You know, before you came on, before Ruben and Fernie came on. Yep. That was us. And we were beating teams. The team the tournament I mentioned where we retired Roland.
Yeah.
We got third that tournament. It was a big tournament. We beat we lost to Team Slow by 4 points.
Yeah.
And we put up 40 points on them. We were, Steven's cousin. His name slips my mind right now, but he played at Navy and UTSA, and he was just jumping over those guys. We were throwing it up in the end. Keith was just throwing it up, and he was jumping over them.
Yeah.
But I think they didn't take us serious until, oh crap, these guys know the game. They can play.
Yeah.
So we lost to them by 4, and then to either go A or B, we played Rogers' team.
Okay. Yeah,
Squad or whatever.
Squad, there you go.
And they beat us on play 7. They were up on us by 4 touchdowns going into the fourth quarter.
Dang.
And we got 2 pick sixes, and then we had 2 quick drives, scored touchdowns. We took a lead on play 6.
Yeah. They had play 7.
We're going A. I tell my safety, nothing gets behind you. I'm going to drop another safety back. Nothing gets behind me. The minute he snaps that ball, I want you bailing out.
Yeah.
Roger throws an 80-yard bomb, and my safety's standing on the 20-yard line doing this.
Oh man.
And they score and win. And I don't think I've ever picked up my little chair and chunked it so far. I chunked it. Dude, we were on the far field, and it made it to the parking lot. I was so mad.
Yeah.
But we turned around the next day, and we beat Bender's team. Charles Bender's team by probably 70 points.
Yeah.
And then we played y'all.
Yeah.
And beat y'all pretty good. And then we played another team, beat them pretty good. And then we were just gassed.
Oh, yeah.
And we got beat by Tip Drill.
So yeah, it just goes to show you, man.
That's like you said, that's a beauty of flag. Like it, just having players. I've been with some guys since 2011 that I still play with. You know, my boy Rick, Mark. These guys, they're not studs,
right.
And they know they're not studs, but they know the game.
And that's all there's to say.
That's it. They know.
That's just like that team.
I pick up a few young guys here and there.
It's a team that's always at these state tournaments. I can't think of the name right now. The quarterback, he's old as dirt.
The Benjis have that
Benjis.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Benjis. Yeah.
Ben-
That boy, dude. That don't.
Shout out Benji's for being scared to play A and always wanting to play B. But anyways, we beat the Benjis in a tournament one time.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad for me to say this, but I am, I think, 2 and a whole lot against the Benjis. I've only beat the Benjis twice in my entire play.
I only played the Benjis twice, and we are 500 against them. We beat them. Yeah. We beat them our second game of that tournament. They had the bye, so that we were their first game, and we beat them, sending them to B. Well, the next morning we played them,
Yeah.
and they beat us pretty good.
Yeah.
One of their dudes was like, "Man, how did y'all lose to?" I guess he didn't play the day before. How'd y'all lose to these dudes? And I looked at him. I said, "We know how much y'all hate playing in A, so we just decided to put y'all in B right off the rip." And that's when he started cussing at me and whatever else.
Cause of C.
So
Twice, man. And I felt super accomplished beating them just because I was like, man, these guys always kicked our butt. And a part of it is because, I stayed loyal to Rock Nation for quite a bit, and I just was like, you hear things and you're like, bro, you should be, why are you playing with them? Not like playing with them like screw them as people, just like you should be playing on another level, which is how I started playing with other teams, But if he'd ever call me and say, hey, come play with me, then I'll play with him, of course, because that's my boy for sure. But that's how I expanded into A. I was like, because I never even played. I didn't know C existed until I came to. I swear, I
y'all don't have it up there. They're not in Dallas.
I was like, what is this?
Yeah. I think Andy created C.
I think that day we beat the Benjis, I saw, and I've never seen this until this day, I saw Jazz Moss Roach
Jazz, man.
for a touchdown.
Jazz is an animal.
Jazz is an animal in a dad bod.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Listen, I call it.
He is, man.
I always say, never ever on a flag football field give anybody the eyeball test. You cannot do it. You can't give me the eyeball test. You can't you can't do it. You especially cannot do it to Jazz, because Jazz does not look like an athlete to me.
He don't.
He got the dad bod.
And he's all calm and
He's
just
calm.
chill.
He's showing up in jorts.
Yeah.
And a tank top to the games.
He's got curly hair.
Got the curly, beautiful hair.
Right.
And this dude, and it was probably play 6 in the first half. And JC just threw one up, and he went up and got it over Roach.
Oh, I've seen him do it.
And Daniel made the comment, I've never seen anything like that. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him do it.
Yeah, the eyeball
Definitely
test.
can't eyeball people anymore.
You're gonna fail the eyeball test every
single
time, and I love it.
Oh, but I was just about to say that too. Me too. I love playing people that don't know me. Yes.
That's how it is. That's how it is for me in softball. I've got a softball team, and we're good, but we don't play a lot.
Yeah.
We don't play in the leagues down on the south side where everyone plays or whatever. But when we show it to a tournament and we beat those teams that are good and playing in the leagues down there and everything, it's always the best going, man, how did we lose to that team? How did we just lose to them?
Yeah.
And we're going, because we're not trash, bro. Like you act like if we lined it up again, y'all are going to just destroy us. No, we're going to beat you again.
Yeah.
And again and again and again.
Right.
So that was always my favorite.
Look, I need to tell you guys something real quick before I forget. And I've been trying not to forget, right? That's why this is like my not forget. Right, because this is good. This is good. So, all right. I'm coming here. I'm on the street before, is it Bellcrest? The street before Bellcrest, right, that you have to turn on.
Yeah.
So I'm driving. I'm going down this street, right, and I'm going about, mind you, I'm in a residential neighborhood, so I'm going about 35, 40, right? So I'm just going, and if you know the road that I'm talking about, it's bumpy, right? Like I'm like about to mess my poor little car up, right? Like I'm like...
It'll bump down yeah.
So I'm inebriated, right? I've already told you guys this, right? So I'm driving, and I'm just like, I'm about to call you, man. Why you didn't tell me these roads was like this? So I see the sign with the car and the big bump. I said, now you want to show me? Man, I laughed. I truly laughed to myself. Come on, man. Come on.
Tax dollars well spent,
There
buddy.
you go.
Come
Tax
on.
dollars
Hey,
well
I would have
spent.
noticed some of those bumps were there, but there was a car right when I was coming down. He slowed down to go over the bump. I would have hit that bump so hard had I not seen that car.
I forget about them
I'm
bumps.
not boosh. I would have
It's
just bought it.
insane, but there's so many.
There was a lot.
I was like, come on, man.
And I'm low to the ground in
Yeah.
that Challenger already, and I got to throw my brakes.
Yes.
He in a Challenger. I drove a Honda over here.
Oh god.
Right,
My Hyundai
so-
is pretty low too.
My muffler is on 410.
Stop it!
It's just the whole way here.
You not gonna make me feel bad.
This reminds me. Let me tell you what this reminds me of. When I was in Mexico for the tournament, we had if you ever go to Mexico, you don't have any options as far as rental. You got to get a Volkswagen for one. All right. And it's like the size of this table. I'm not kidding. Right. And me, Monty, Brian, Dex, and Fernie, we're all in one car right here. This is a true story. The speed bumps are taller than Fernie. So we're going over.
I don't understand why I find that so funny.
Because he's a shrimp.
That is hilarious.
They're so tall, man. I'm telling you. And he's like trying to figure out Brian. He's trying to figure out how to maneuver over them. And it's just like, bro. And it's my credit card on here. I'm like, man, it's gonna be like 100,000 pesos, right?
That's like 10 cents, dude. Chill out.
Nah, BS. I call BS. Somebody do the math for that. I call BS. For real. I guarantee you that.
Brian
yeah.
called me about that tournament, man, and I was like, what weekend is it? And he was like, 14th, 15th. And I was like, that's like a birthday trip to Mexico.
Man, you should have come, man.
I know. And I was going to go last year.
I mean, not even to play. Like, these people treat you, and you would think that you would get like some type of weird vibe, especially me being black, right? You guys, you're white, and I don't even know where you are.
I'm Native American, bro.
You know, but they treated us so well. Like, I was completely blown away. I was like, dang, like these people,
they were celebrities.
They wanted to take pictures. They were like, everything was cool. They wanted to buy you food. Like, they were so humble. They were super humble. And this tournament is huge. I'm not talking about no state tournament here in San Antonio. Like 3 times that size. It's huge. You know, like 300 teams, 400 teams, you know, and everything. It was all up, not one fight, not one altercation. You know, I was like, I don't have a problem coming back here, you know, next year or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I'm not going to come out of retirement anytime soon, but I'd like to be involved.
Right.
You know, or to just show up and
Hang out.
Yeah,
You know, Jones and Daniel did that for me in my last tournament.
I saw
that was support, man. They showed up, and I was like, I appreciate you.
Y'all took a picture of Rydon's team.
Yeah.
Level Up.
Yeah.
And Fat Bon Daniel was in the background.
Yeah, so.
That's Rydon's team? Level Up?
Level Up, yeah.
That's what's up. I've been seeing a lot of them on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Amy, their captain, she's been doing some things, man. She's been traveling and playing.
I've been seeing that.
Yeah, so.
Shout out to Rydon. Shout out to Amy. I've been seeing that.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Rydon's getting into the girls' tackle.
Keep putting on for the city.
The girls tackle. What's just funny is that I'm actually getting into tackle too.
See, I was into that before. I coached Legacy 2 years.
I'm gonna be trying. I'm working on playing for the Alamo City Reapers. They're an 8-man tackle team. So it's kind of been, you know, something I wanted to do for a while.
You're gonna play tackle?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was okay.
No, something I've been wanting to do for a while. Obviously, Carrie's not the biggest supporter of it because she's like, "You're gonna be 35 years old and you have a partially torn ACL from November. Are you sure about this?"
Listen, man.
I'm gonna let him tell you his take, and then I'm gonna tell you mine.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you this take as a 38-year-old man.
Yeah.
With the bone structure of a 90-year-old man. Okay.
You just killed Gucci with that.
Listen.
I thought I was the only one.
Listen. I'm 38 years old going on 92.
Going on 92.
Watch me when I get up out of this seat when we're done recording here and how I'm hunched over. I can't even stand up straight. So I don't even like watching tackle football, let alone entertaining the idea of playing.
Seriously.
You're 35 years old.
Yeah.
It's coming, buddy.
Oh, I know.
It's
But
coming.
I remember too. I spent those 5 years in the Army. That might put way. Every morning is a chore to get up. Okay, let's just put it that way. But when I heard that knee last November, like that was kind of my like, all right, if I'm gonna retire, will 2020 be the season? And then COVID happened, and I sat on my ass for 3 months and didn't do nothing. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Let's go play flag. You know what? Maybe I'll play tackle. I got committed enough to buy a helmet.
Man.
So I'm getting closer. Okay.
I've already spent money, so
I've already spent money. I got to get in there. I luckily haven't given them my full deposit yet, but I think it might come. I want to. I really do.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Live once.
You saying go?
Yeah.
One season, man. That's all I
How I
want.
really want to say this, I can't say it, right? but I've been playing with you for a long time.
Yeah.
and you get hurt quite a bit
I do.
in flag.
I do.
That's true.
You better have some good insurance. I'll tell
Hey,
you that if
the
you
VA takes very good care
well,
of me.
you good. Then. You good.
But
then.
no, I got committed to doing it. I started talking to Carrie about it, kind of back and forth. And she was like, I don't want to entertain this idea. Like, I don't have the conversation.
I don't blame her.
She's not a hard conversation kind
I'm
of
with
person.
you, Gary. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you
So
and the kids.
I told her, look, let me just live this out. If I get to the point where I don't think it's going to be doable, I'll walk easily.
What position?
I'm not go coach, receiving. Hey, and you know what was surprising? Surprisingly, yeah. Damn it, Gucci. I won't play quarterback and tackle. Actually, yeah, we ain't doing that one.
Time out. No lie. No lie. Gather yourself, man. Gather yourself. No lie. I was about to ask if they kick field goals, and that's what you were going to
Hey,
do.
I could do that.
No offense.
I could do that.
I'm not attacking.
But
your
I'm not.
credibility.
I am not the oldest receiver out there. Trust
Right.
me.
I'm not. I was looking. I thought. You
And
were
it's a
gonna say
military.
quarterback.
It's a military first responder league.
Okay.
So that's all that's out there: veterans and military, ex-military guys.
No,
Cops.
you're good.
And so, like, they're not trying to kill each other, but at the same time, too, it's contact football. It's gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But so, like I was saying, so like the last 2 weeks or so, I've kind of been my knees has kind of been just iffy. You know, like I didn't go to practice last week because my knees has been weird, and I took care of that. Like my knee feels weird, and so I start thinking back in my mind, you know, like can my body take a dude laying on my back trying to tackle me while I'm trying to run still? You know what I mean? Like, could my knee hold up to it? I haven't never tested it, so I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, I think you got a better shot at receiver than you do at quarterback. I laughed because I was like, I'll tell you why I laughed because I was
Yeah.
like,
Because we're jerks.
No, I'm shit. Y'all know.
That's true.
I know dang well that I am not the best quarterback.
I was like, boy,
I like to play it.
Cracked up, man.
I love to play it, and I'm not the best at it. I'm not, you know. But when it's your team, you're like, "This is my responsibility. Let me take it."
Oh,
but y'all know that I'm not prideful enough to sit there the whole time and say, "Okay, I'm going to do this the whole game."
If anybody has ever played on your flag football team,
Yeah.
they already know that
yeah.
you don't want that piece of humble pie.
Nope.
And you know that going into it. So you're like, well, if it goes south, we're going together.
We go together,
We're
yeah.
going together, you know. And I respected that about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
And I understand.
I always try to make sure that people understand that. Like I play with these co-ed teams now. You know, I got the Flaming Balls team that we've been traveling, and the last tournament in Dallas, we played way better than we've ever played on Saturday out there in Dallas. You know, and team was psyched going into Sunday, going into Cowboy Stadium. We're pumped. We fall apart, and
see where this is going.
I took 95% of the responsibility because I got frustrated, and we know how it goes when I get frustrated. It's all downhill.
You're a better team manager than me because I lay the blame. say, look out.
Look, you didn't pull the flag.
Look out.
You catch the ball.
Look out. If y'all would have just thrown me the ball more, we would have been in A. But now we're in C because you want to throw it to somebody else. That's your bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
And like I said, I love flag. I love everything about football. But this league is something that I'm hoping retires me to an extent to where I can just enjoy running it, watching it.
You just want to be Andy.
I want to be Andy. I do. I would love to be.
Man,
but
I
I'm not
think-
the same way. I'm not out to take anything from anybody.
I think you can be in due time.
I'll call you
truly
out on
think
this
that.
podcast if you turn in there.
Never.
We'll talk so much trash about you.
Oh, facts.
I love
Facts.
Matt, and I want Matt to succeed. You know,
Absolutely.
I've been out there for him. I've been playing
Same.
with him.
Yep.
I took his pictures for a little while. I met with Avron, you know, because I told him, like, look, man, I don't want to be a competitor. I want prime time to be separate from Gridiron, but I'm not a competitor, and we're not rivals. Like, I'm gonna send people your way. I'm gonna probably play in your league at some point. I was like, you know, we can work together. I said, I don't want to compete with you. And he was like, I appreciate that because that's not what I want.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe Andy's just old school, and that's just what he feels like he's got to do to.
Andy feels like he's got to own the monopoly.
Yeah.
The minute he shut Matt's league down, I lost all respect for that man.
Oh yeah, I heard
and,
about
and
that.
that's when it was open season on the mics on Andy.
Yeah.
Anytime Andy comes up, I'm gonna say a bad thing about him.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I don't even know the guy like that. Like
Yeah. I talked to Andy a lot, and I told him my piece. Told
Is
him,
Andy-
Avron here yet?
not yet.
Yeah,
Like-
yes.
Oh, he is now.
Yeah,
league
he's
here?
here, but it's not.
But the
It
league
hadn't
is not
started
going
yet.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna. When I tell you that's gonna devastate Andy's league, it's going to watch.
It already has.
Yeah, it already has.
As far as because, listen,
Yeah.
You can tell me to my face all you want. I didn't mean to throw this tournament the same weekend as Andy. But I'm going to call you a liar.
Yeah.
Because yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
And nobody here is mad at you for it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Nobody here is mad at you for it. In fact, all the C teams that are coming to play in this tournament, thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
For taking the good teams away from Andy's tournament
so that they could play.
So that they can say, we made A, we made B this week.
Yeah.
You know, type of thing. So
Different habit.
and I've seen conversations like that. Now, if you think we did this tournament the same weekend on purpose, you know, just to be jerks, that's not what we're about.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And keep up the good work.
Yeah.
You know, is what I say now.
And flag has definitely become that kind of monopoly, especially now with 4 people trying to run leagues here in town. Me, Matt, Andy, and Avron. You know what I mean? Like, Avron's big though. I mean, I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah.
He's very big. He's got a lot going for him. Coming to San Antonio, I told him that. Like, people want to play here. They need something, and the men's teams here, they need something more, you know. And
Avron's gonna bring San Antonio football. He's gonna bring it up, and it's gonna be good. What is that thing? I see you keep messing with it. I don't know.
A screw, I think it.
Oh.
something keeps poking.
Well, to be fair, I did tell you to scoot this way earlier, and you made your way. You made your.
You got insurance?
Yeah. Licensed and insured, baby.
There you
Bonded,
go.
licensed and bonded.
No, I saw
No,
it.
No,
I'm
but
excited about everything.
tell Matt to holler at me. I'll come.
Yeah, man.
I'll
No.
come work his league for free. I'm not reffing because
Yeah.
I don't feel like fighting any players.
Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, big day tomorrow.
I
Start the season.
reffed for Paul his first flag football season.
Yeah.
And I remember I was reffing Field Mob and Gunslingers. and Jones scored.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know who Clem Sermons is.
No.
But Clem was coming from the end zone and he pulled this way. Jones had already crossed the line. He pulled this
out.
way.
Yeah.
And I called touchdown. And this little dude got in my face. I said, Paul, next person who gets in my face over a call, I'm going to punch them. Keep them out of my face.
Come on, hit him.
So the next game I was reffing, I think it was Bandits and Trojans. And their quarterback, the young kid, what is his name? I forget what his name is, but he's stupid. But Marky Mark
Yeah.
sacked him. His ball was going up. Marky pulled it, and this dude came and got in my face, talking about his arm was in motion. Boy, I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 16 years old. You better get out of my face right now. I've already had it with one person. We're not doing this again.
Oh no.
You're gonna take his heat. I still got it pent up.
Yeah.
I'm still mad at that this dude wanted to get in my face. I'm still mad about it. So you're gonna get that aggression
get it
that's
both.
meant for him. So you better
Just go on. Get back over there.
talk. And that was the last time Paul asked me to ref.
Yeah, I bet.
You know,
Last time I ref was the same way.
we're not going to need your services at all.
I refed that social club league here in town, the San Antonio Social Club. Refed them for probably like 5 or 6 years. My last year refing, I was refing a game between the Kens 5 team and probably just some other rec team out there. This dude straight up runs off the line and I mean trucks this girl. Trucks through her. Throw a flag. You know? I mean, you can't do that to a girl, period. Right. It's a lady. And so I throw the flag. I was like, illegal contact, 15-yard penalty, whatever. Game goes on. I mean, like, it's the last play of the game. They're going to throw Hail Mary. The guy's team, the guy that trucked that girl, it's his team. So it's the last play of the game. He's going to throw Hail Mary. They'll throw Hail Mary. Apparently, she trucked him at the end of the game. She laid him out. And I'm on the other side of the field, so I never saw it, you know. And I'm like, oh, all right, good game, guys. Yeah, make sure I'll shake hands or whatever. He comes running up to me and is like, bro, you're not going to call that? I said, call what? He was like, she laid me out. I was like, you probably deserved it. And I said, but I didn't see it. So he kept going on. This dude, and remember, this guy works for the Kens 5 team. He works for Kens 5, the news outlet here in town.
Right.
And so he's kind of talking crap. So I'm talking to the ref. I'm like, did you see anything? Blah, blah. No, we squash it, right? I think we squash it. And so I start walking to my car because I had parked in the other parking lot I parked in the small one way in the back. So I went to go bring my car over and get some beer out. And I'm coming back. I'm coming back from my car with the beer, and this guy comes running towards me in the parking lot. I'm like, what the? I'm about to. What's gonna happen here? And he was like, "Yo, want to be talking crap? He's like, let's go right now." And I'm like, dude, you don't want none of this. Like, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna threaten me?" And I was like, it's not a threat. Like, it's a promise. So he walks off and he goes and tells the team something. So now all of them want to fight me. And I'm like, you all will not be playing next week. I promise you that. They got the team banned the rest of the season, and they're no longer allowed to play out there because I was like, you're gonna beat me up over a girl running you up.
I thought you were about to tell us you hurt them all,
no.
that they weren't going to be able they weren't physically going to be able to play football, but you tattled on them.
I did tattle.
Wow.
Trust me. I wanted to fight, but I got away from fighting a long time ago, guys.
Your story. Hey, I'm gonna. Okay, so hang on. Hey, listen. Let me tell you about that story.
It smells like poop.
Listen,
dang it.
I'm gonna cut that part out.
Yeah, we'll just cut that story out.
We're gonna cut that out, and you're gonna retell it that you Mr. Miyagi every one of them on the team.
I dropped them in the parking lot with a 12-pack in my hand,
and they were physically unable to perform the following games.
Oh man, that just
I'm not a fighter anymore, guys.
That just ain't sitting well with my.
I haven't fought in years. It's been a long time.
We were talking earlier.
Snitch.
Yeah, we were talking earlier.
I don't say well. Yeah.
We were talking earlier about wusses, and I got one sitting in this head right now. He tattletale
all this time, right? All this time.
One time
he's 6'9" in there. All this time, like, you the original, like.
Takaustin 6'9".
Takaustin.
It's a constant 6'9".
We'll just cut all that out.
That's crazy.
No, that's the preview
That
video.
was-
I'm gonna,
you know what? That
I'm gonna
was
bring
legit.
all my listeners in.
That was legit.
Takaustin.
Takaustin.
I'm never gonna forget this.
That's my new name on the back of my jersey.
It is.
With the number 6'9".
With the number
It's gotta be. They gonna be like, "What's up with him?" Like,
When I make it, I'll make sure I put both y'all on there.
please do.
He said, "Hey, can you tell me the story about Takaustin 6'9"? I don't get it." No, I'm a snitch. I'm a fake football snitch.
Fuck it, I'm proud. I understand him.
Oh, man.
No. Anyways, guys, we're right at an hour and a half. Y'all killed it tonight. I appreciate y'all coming out. That's about all the time we got for tonight. Y'all like, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody about us. Y'all tell everybody about us. I'm gonna send y'all everything. So y'all blast y'all's whatever Instagram and whatever y'all got.
We will.
Tell your mothers hello from us. 3, we love mothers here.
Yep.
Good looking mothers, horrible looking mothers, lovely mother. We love all the moms.
I love him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But until next time, we'll catch y'all later.
Later.
Later.